And I know people are going to be like, "Oh, you're so naive," but I do actually think that there are at least a few
Something
people
like
that
that.
are actually in the government looking to
Was
fix
it
significant problems.
uninterrupted?
I'm not saying they're going
Like
to
it was
fix them
actually
all.
like
I'm
eight
not
hours
saying
of
it's
proper
perfect. I'm
sleep?
not saying this is
No.
exactly how everything,
Of course
everything's
not.
going to be rosy and stuff.
No,
But I
damn.
do think that you're going to see more and more of this throughout the summer. I mean, that's what Dan Bongino and Cash Patel said.
I was looking up who some of these people were, and
I
there's
don't
a
know what's
story out
up
of
with
Baton
that, man.
Rouge. Some women just
I don't know
totally
the last time I
defrauding
got
elderly and disabled.
uninterrupted
Yeah,
sleep
cars.
was.
I mean, it's just sick stuff.
Yeah, and that's part of the problem with the government, with the budget that we have, the size of the government, the idea that there isn't massive, fraud and abuse. Never mind waste. Of course, there's going to be waste. People, it's not your money that's automatically going to happen. It's like, whatever. It's another $500, another $1,000, whatever.
Because like we used to. I'm kidding, by the way, but the joke is, they got some of the best. Look, if you were trying to find where the capital city in the Hunger Games is, it is Loudoun County, Virginia. Like McLean, Reston, what else you got? Alexandria,
Chevy Chase.
Sterling, Chevy Chase, Leesburg.
Bethesda.
That's Maryland.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
But that's like second round, It's like it does count. Basically, all of the people who are, well, I shouldn't say all, but many of the people who are defrauding the government through these NGO schemes as lawyers and stuff like this
You say
are
something?
living in these areas.
Yeah, so that was your day.
And so they got some of the best restaurants ever.
Oh, you know,
I'm gonna shout them
same
out.
old, same old.
Barcelona, the top.
And the funny thing
restaurant
is-
in
Oh,
Reston
the
is
day-
hands down like one of the best
It's
restaurants
funny
I've
because
ever
I'm
been
go
to.
ahead.
tired
And
as
they're really
fuck
good
right
people,
now.
and they're very nice to me and they're fans. So I will shout them out.
But in
I'm fan sections.
5 hours, I'll be
Joking,
fucking.
like, I'm gonna go there, there's gonna be some guy, like a homeless guy. He's gonna be like, I used to make $15 million a year, and he's gonna look at me and be like,
Yeah,
it's
you know,
your fault.
They say
I
if
would've
your
made
sleep is fucked
16
up,
this year if it wasn't for you meddling
later on in
kids.
life
You helped
it'll
Trump win,
make
he
you
took
more at risk for
everything
like
from us.
dementia.
But that's the amount of houses. Apparently, people are saying there's a surge in homes for sale in these areas where all people defrauding the government are now like, time to leave. Gotta get out of here.
Well,
You hear a lot of that kind of like rumors.
Don't know
or
what I
scuttlebutt or
can do
whatever.
about it,
would
so I
really
guess my
like
body
to
wants to have
find
dementia.
some kind of solid numbers about if there really is
Right after,
people are actually leaving and stuff. I hope so.
I'm gonna shout out my friend Lauren Rowe.
You go to the gym?
18. She actually, right after Trump was elected, she was
What?
sending me a list all of a sudden. All of
You
the
still went to the gym or
homes
no?
were going up for sale in
If I went to the
Alexandria.
gym, I'd fucking.
And it's like all of a sudden it was all at once.
To be fair, some of it's probably legit. Like if you're working for an NGO, and there's an actual contract here that's a real contract, and you're like, Trump's gonna cancel that contract, so we should probably. I'm sure there's a lot of legitimate stuff that are happening every time an administration turns over into a new, Democrat Republican. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people run for the hills in these areas. Bethesda. What do you got?
Is your scapula still messed up or whatever? Doc?
Yeah, it's not as bad since I don't know. I guess sometimes, some days it's not as bad. Some days it's fucking.
This video-
retarded, I don't know.
This video has 3.1 million views. This video has 3.1 million views in just a couple of days. It has 22,000 likes. Okay? And look at the comment section. Let me make this let me blow this up a little bit so you look at the comment section. Look at the profile pictures in the comment section. I vanced my pants with the JD Vance profile picture. All hearing Vance with a JD Vance profile picture. Another JD Vance profile picture. Another JD Vance profile picture. Another JD Vance profile picture. The entire comment section is the JD Vance profile picture. Every single comment. It's the greatest thing. Look, I'm still scrolling. Every picture is JD Vance. Every single picture. I'm still scrolling. I still have. I literally have not seen one that is not a JD Vance meme. This is why the holy shit! Look at that one. What are we doing?
Steak and mashed potatoes.
So,
Not
I guess I
bad.
could keep scrolling to see, but every single one.
What about you?
All right, so we're gonna go
I
back
haven't
up to the
eaten
top
yet.
so we can watch the actual video of
No,
MSDNC.
My mom and dad, they
I
went
guess
to
trying to
Rib
justify
Fest, so
this.
About 2 weeks ago,
brought
a
back
Norwegian tourist
ribs,
named Mads Mikkelsen, who is not to be confused
cornbread.
with the Danish actor from
When
the
was
James Bond and
Ribfest?
Marvel movies, landed in Newark Airport. On arrival,
Must have
he
been
was
over the
detained by
weekend
immigration
because
agents who demanded access
when I
to
came
his cell
home
phone
on
and
Sunday
then
from work,
denied
they
him entry
they
to
had
the
come
U.S.
back with
As one Norwegian news outlet,
ribs and
which
shit.
spoke to him,
So
reports,
I imagine
quote,
over the weekend.
Mickelson says that after being warned he could face a fine or even prison, he gave immigration officers the PIN code to his phone. He was then confronted with its contents.
So I
Have
guess
you
it's
ever
Features
had
the
cornbread?
officers found questionable.
Have I ever had
I
cornbread?
don't know.
particular, a meme
Yeah.
of U.S.
Yeah,
Vice President
Montana's
J.D.
has really
Vance,
good
portrayed
cornbread.
as bald, and a private photo of a pipe. Specifically,
I don't know
Mickelson
if
says
they're
the
done or
immigration
not. I
officials
feel like it's
objected
probably
to
going on
this
for like a
viral
week.
meme of the vice
I'd say
president
if
depicting him as a bald baby. This and hundreds like it are all
Montana's
over the
cornbread
internet, as
isn't
some of
real
our viewers may
cornbread,
have
I wouldn't
seen.
like real cornbread.
Now,
That's how
U.S.
good
Customs and Border
theirs
Protection
is.
has responded to these allegations. They say Mickelson was
Yeah, I've never
not
had
denied entry to the
Montana's
United States because of this meme
cornbread or
you
whatever.
can see on your screen. CBP says that it was over, quote, his admitted drug use. Mickelson says that he told the agents he smoked marijuana exactly twice in his life, once in Germany, once in New Mexico. But not everyone seems to believe that explanation. And if anything, suspected censorship of the Vance meme may have brought even more attention
What
to
kind
it,
of
which
ribs
can happen in
did they
cases
rib?
like this. Yesterday, Democratic Senator Ron Wyden of Oregon
Well, I don't know
shared
what kind of
the
like
viral
what
meme
different kind
Vice
of ribs are
President
there.
J.D.
They
Vance on
brought
social
racks.
media. And in fact,
They got
that
rack ribs.
meme
They
that we're
got.
looking
way
at right
more
here
ribs than
even made its way to the floor of Irish
I
Parliament.
literally know nothing.
We're watching a major incursion
Dude,
on
until,
freedom
like,
of expression,
very recently, I
unthinkable
didn't know what
in a
fucking
Western democracy.
animal
This week, a young
ribs
Norwegian
usually were,
tourist
and I still
detained
don't.
by ICE at Newark Airport and sent back to Oslo. Why?
Oh, isn't it usually a
This
cow?
meme on his phone, Minister.
Or a pork? I don't
Meme
know.
depicting Vice President J.D. Vance.
I think
as
I
a
think
Oh, I
my
don't know.
mom
I
only buys
usually think of
pork.
cow.
Extraordinary.
I would think of cow,
That
but
a
I'm
young
pretty sure my
person
mom only
with
buys
this
pork. ribs,
amusing
so I have
meme
no
on their
clue.
phone depicting a public person, that this would be used as an excuse to detain him for 5 hours and then deport him back to Oslo.
Again, DHS and CBP.
Well, I guess it could be
love this
different
timeline.
animals.
The JD Vance meme has proven to maybe be one of the greatest memes in meme history. It's not going away. And the fact that Democrats think that they are doing something by sharing it shows how much they don't understand it. JD Vance memes are done by MAGA fans. MAGA was built off of memes. Donald Trump was elected in 2016 because of memes.
Because
of meme culture.
tomorrow's Canada's Day.
This is what we
My
are about.
team will let
This
me
is
work
what
from
we
home
do.
tomorrow,
And
so
JD Vance himself does
it's
approve
nice enough.
of the JD Vance meme.
So even though you technically you don't get it off,
This
they're
is
gonna allow you to work from
amazing.
home.
Deny, that's the
Yeah.
reason. But, you know, just in case they are not telling us the full story here, please, dear viewers, I hope you take appropriate precautions. I strongly recommend that you do not try to cross the border with this meme on your phone. Or this meme. Or this meme.
Oh, did you
this
see
one.
the doctor yet for your
There is
fucking back or your neck
absolutely
or whatever?
nothing funny about having any
For
of
my
these
scapula,
on
yeah,
your
and then
phone. We are
send me
just
for
Yeah.
looking out for your own
X-ray
A scan?
for my neck.
So now
How long is
you
that gonna
have the
take?
context,
When is that scheduled?
if you go
I already
into
did
the
it, but
comments
the problem
section
is I
and
didn't want the X-ray
literally
for my neck.
every
I wanted it for my
single
scapula.
reply is a JD Vance
Oh,
meme.
the doctor's just like, yeah, we're gonna
Guys,
scan your neck.
stop using JD Vance's baby face. I'm tired of liking them all. We are the
So,
Vance of
like when you explain to him your scalp area, he's like, okay, let's take an X-ray of the neck.
situation is
I don't
so
know.
alien to
Well,
me.
he didn't actually say.
This
He didn't
is
say.
not
He just
a laughing
put it
matter,
on
and the media has
the referral
really
thing.
twisted the story sideways
And I fucking
with a
hate doctors who
sideways
do that
picture
shit.
of the
man.
J Vance. This is this whole situation got turned upside down with an upside down picture. Woo! This is amazing. This situation demands our full attention. We should not give our backs to this with the JD Vance meme facing backwards. So yeah,
Fucking
there
absolute
you go,
joke.
ladies and gentlemen. You've had your comedy for the day. Yes, Vance just won 2028 because of this right here. The JD Vance memes are the greatest memes of all time. And I am happy to be part of all of this. DJ Fishy says, for $1, thank you. Chester Wolf says, sip of water for the working man, thank you. Z Herb says, this guy looks like that weird guy from Geeks and Gamers. City Biscuit, let's see, Happy,
What if you had gone to the gym today,
St. Peter,
they would have offered you a job?
Z Herb says, they're calling Alligator Alcatraz. Oh yeah, Alligator Alcatraz. Hang on, look at this. I just saw this story breaking, by the way. Here we
I don't
go.
know. Ever since they didn't give me the job, it seemed that the weights are always
Guess
in the
who's
wrong
gonna be
place.
at
So
the
I don't
launch
know.
of Alligator Alcatraz, ladies and gentlemen.
There's a
Again,
75.
I'm
on
starting
there
out with
fucking
JD Vance
for
memes
stretching.
and Alligator Alcatraz.
Don't know what's
Breaking.
going on.
President Trump is likely attending the grand opening of Alligator Alcatraz in Florida on Tuesday. This is going to be amazing.
Yeah, I haven't been
Thousands of
to
illegals
my
housed,
gym in like a
surrounded
week.
by gators and pythons right next to an airport where they can be flown away. President Trump
I thought it
will
was gonna be a lot
there.
better than it
Reportedly.
actually is.
Reportedly. So Alligator Alcatraz
Like I said, they're
getting
I don't know.
off to
Just driving
a
by, and,
damn
like, taking
good
a
start.
quick look.
It
It looks
looks
fucking
like
amazing.
Prez
It's like just
will be there.
cleanliness
47
and
will be in
wise.
the house.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
The class area looks nice, and the little turf area that looks nice, but
Vance has the opportunity to do the
and they got
funniest
some
thing.
pretty decent
I know,
machines, but
I know.
like
Z Herb says JD Vance is boring.
It's just
as
not.
a white guy.
I prefer what I did.
So, yeah,
Fitness 2.4.
familiar with Alligator Alcatraz?
Like yeah, legit. Like I prefer that.
I've talked about it a
Gotcha.
few times. I've got a video over on D-Day Cobra 2 talking about it. But this is the new place in Florida. Look at this. Look at that.
Whatever.
Dude,
Guess I can
come on, man.
split my my training between what I have at home versus
Dude, we should
what I can do over there.
They should be like charging tickets for this. Look at that. I don't know if that's real or if that's AI generated, but whatever it is, it's cool as hell. So here is. Oh, we saw these memes that were created. Homeland Security put this up, coming soon to Alligator Alcatraz. Dude, how good of a time do we live in right now? Where the Department of Homeland Security is posting memes like this. Stop it. This is amazing. You just can't. I would have never predicted
Fucking faggot
things would be
retard.
this good. Never. Okay. So
When's
Alligator
the-
Alcatraz is set to open in 2 days.
When's the next time
Thousands
we
of
can
illegal aliens will
go
be
fish
housed
without a
in the middle of
license?
Florida
Do you know?
Everglades, surrounded by
Sometime in
gators
July.
and pythons. And because
Oh, that's-
it's an
okay, that's
airport,
actually
they
pretty
can be
close then.
deported easily. Construction is moving swiftly.
Basically, they're the same time of year we went last
Normally
year.
on a Friday, the Everglades would be.
It's already been a year.
Right now, the construction. Right now is Governor
We
Ryan
went last year, right?
of Florida. You came up with this idea in the last couple of weeks, right?
This is, dude,
Probably
this may
sometime
just
in
make me forgive
July,
everything
I
with
would
DeSantis.
assume.
The fact
but
that
I don't
DeSantis has
specifically
come up
know.
with this idea for Alligator Alcatraz.
So what? You gonna ask the
100%.
guy at
Like,
the fishing depot for advice?
He's
Stuff?
forgiven. This is amazing. This is
I think
amazing.
I'd be better off not asking that guy
Alcatraz,
at all.
alligator Alcatraz. Explain.
Well, when you want to have deportation of illegal aliens, there's a process that DHS has to go
That was the
through,
one and only time I went to that store.
process, and then the
Don't think
state
I'll ever be going back in there.
And, you know, we've got jails, and our sheriffs and police are working. The state of Florida's all in on President Trump's mission.
I feel like
and obviously you have
his
like,
level of advice is like going
but
into
that's
a
not enough.
car
And
dealership
there
and then
needs to
telling
be
you
more
to fucking buy a
ability
car
to
dealer
intake,
or a
process, and then
carriage or whatever.
deport. So this answers that. This is going to be able to have more than 3,000 illegals.
Buy a fucking a whip for your
We've got
horse.
a massive runway right behind us, where any of the federal assets, if they want to fly these people back to their own country, they can do it one-stop shop.
So where will the migrants come from? And we should point out, we're about 50 miles to the west of Miami, right?
Well, it's a good thing you brought fucking chairs, man.
We're actually mostly in Collier, County, to be honest with you.
I was going to say, we're in the middle of nowhere.
This is an airport that we use for training, military. As you see, we're doing this on the existing footprint. But basically, I would say most of the illegals will likely...
Again, let's put this into perspective. It sounds like something out of a movie. It sounds like an idea from a movie. This is Alligator Alcatraz in the Everglades of Florida. This is the coolest thing I've ever heard. This is amazing. This is unbelievable. DeSantis, this is the biggest win ever. I don't know again if this picture is real, but I don't know if this is AI generated, but the
Have
idea
you heard of
this is
Alligator Alcatraz?
Swords and Starships just rated us.
Alligator
Thank you for the raid.
Alcatraz.
Appreciate
Was that a
that.
park or some shit?
Hail to you. Is this epic universe? I know, right?
Where they're gonna keep illegals in
ones that are
Florida.
apprehended in Florida. You know, we've
place
got
where,
across this country
alligators
about
surround it,
750,000 illegals that have already been ordered to be removed by an immigration judge. We've probably got 50,000 or more in Florida.
Well, you know,
and so
if the alligators are going to be there regardless, I'd say that's a pretty good idea.
Multiplier, and we're really happy to be working with the federal government to satisfy President Trump's mandate.
None of this stuff was here, except for the runways.
I appreciate that he continues. That's the second time he's mentioned President Trump's agenda and his mandate. It's a very good move from Governor DeSantis, who is a
Funny
phenomenal
enough, I have
governor,
gone
by the
to
way. And again, thank you to Swords and
a
Starships
place called
for the raid.
Gatorland
Appreciate that.
in
Instead of the
Florida,
rockets,
so
the swamp.
it's not hard to
Absolutely.
believe.
And Baronet with 20. Thank you, Baronet, for the 20.
Well, there's a couple buildings with the airport. This is a functioning airport.
Do they have crocodiles or alligators in Canada?
They do have flights. All those training flights will still be able to continue, no problem. But all the stuff that goes into
I think they
intake
like
and
warm
processing
climates
of
because they're
illegals,
reptiles, right?
you're seeing
They need
this
to be
put
in
up.
the
This
sun
is all
and shit.
24 hours. 24 hours from now, you're going to see even more. And by Tuesday, this will be able to have intake of illegals.
And you've thought of everything. Okay, so there's 4 gigantic camps. Come on over here, Governor. And people are thinking, okay, you're in the middle of the Everglades. It's hot. That would explain why you've got this bank of air conditioners.
Yeah, so I mean, this is going to be, illegals will come in, they'll be processed. There'll be places for them to be housed. You'll have an ability for food. You'll have an ability for them to consult legal rights if they have that. Because there is a process that's involved with this. So this is really everything. This is going to be a self-contained little area. And then, of course, you also have stuff for the staff that work here. So we've got laundry facilities, we've got showers, we've got, obviously, there you see the shower and bath facilities.
Yeah, right there.
Yep.
Where do you go to get a bunch of bathrooms like that?
Well, this is being done by the Division of Emergency Management.
Bro, this guy is fucking retarded.
We would actually have the same here for hurricane response normally, anyways, but we have it.
That's
When we
horrible.
have all the linemen come in to do the power, we have to set up little areas for them. So you have all this type of stuff. So this is not our first rodeo. The detainee illegal alien mission's a little bit different, and the deportations, logistics, we know how to do that.
Right, and for people thinking, okay, they're going to put the migrants on this hot asphalt, it looks like you're building a subfloor, and in fact, some guys putting down the plywood.
Yeah, no, look, this will be, I mean, There's not going to be anything that they're hurting for anything. There'll be AC, there'll be things that there's medical here. So it's being done right. It's being done by the book.
Well, you know, when you think of the imagery of Alcatraz is surrounded by a bay. Here in the Everglades, we're surrounded by. You're actually surrounded by gators and pythons.
So this is as secure as it gets. I mean, if a criminal alien were to escape from here somehow, and I don't think they will, you've got nowhere to go. I mean, what are you going to do? Trudge through the swamp and dodge alligators on the way back to 50, 60 miles just to get to civilization? Not going to happen. So not only that is it secure, it also takes this deportation mission out of the hair of our local and state law enforcement. This has no impact on Florida residents because some of that stuff can have an impact on them if it's in more populated areas. So logistically, this really answers the call. You don't. All you need is a little bus to move them, you know, about 2,000 feet that way. Then get on a plane and they're gone.
Well, listen, the DHS must love this because they're hurting for facilities, and here you are helping the federal government out.
Yeah, well, I said at the very beginning when President Trump took office, you have to have state and locals on board. You got to be on the team if you want to get the deportation mission done. We're done that better than anybody, but I hope other states will follow suit.
You know, if the president is watching,
You're a fucking Canada caves.
That we have always needed. DeSantis is a phenomenal governor of the state of Florida. I live in the state of Florida. I've always been a fan of him.
Carney was going to put like a digital service tax on U.S. and then Trump was like, all right, we're done with trade talks. And then they caved.
It did not work. And it did not work because he decided to go up against President Trump. And there's no chance in hell that he would have ever been able to be successful against President Trump. And but that's kind of, hey, look, it's over. It's water under the bridge. He's supporting President Trump, and he's continuing to do a wonderful job in Florida. And this is an awesome.
I'm sure that runway right over there probably
We've become the 51st state, dude. I'm glad.
We can land Air Force One right there, no problem.
Hey, you could
we'll
fucking
get it done. I think
go on vacation somewhere for cheaper and probably fucking find a girlfriend.
So this was recorded a couple of days ago, and now we're getting reports that
I would definitely move to
attending apparently.
I don't know. Whichever state is fucking cheaper than this piece of shit.
All of them except for even in New York, which is an expensive state, literally like 10 feet across the border on the American side, it's cheaper.
All the media out there,
like $100 even after.
I would 100% go to this event. I would go to this event and live stream it if I could.
Calculating for currency.
Unfortunately, I probably
differences.
can't. But this is cool.
Insane.
Let me ask you something off topic regarding Alcatraz here. A couple days ago, you said regarding New York City, where that socialist won the Democratic primary. If he wins, so many people are going to be leaving New York. It's going to be a giant exodus, and they're going to be coming to Florida.
You know, I mean,
and like I said, if you're in New York and you're trying to leave because of the Zohan is going to win the mayor of New York City, and you want to leave New York for Florida, I would say, please don't come to Florida. You will hate it here. The weather sucks. It's a terrible state. It's terribly run by the government. Our governor is terrible. Everything about Florida is bad if you don't want to be here. I promise you, New Yorkers, it's a horrible place. I've lived in Florida for a long time, and I'm just telling you, you don't want to come to Florida. It's a terrible place. Please go somewhere else. Just don't come to Florida. This is me just being nice. I'm telling you, it's a terrible place. It's a horrible, horrible place. Stay away.
Unfortunately, I think the bad governance just repels people, and I love New York City. I think it's one of the greatest cities in the world when it's at its peak, but now they're struggling, and if this guy gets in, all bets are off. And yes, the socialism, the tag wants to tax like white neighborhoods more. It's insane. But I'll tell you, when he says abolish the NYPD, eliminate cash bail, you're perfect.
Unlikely Winter says he doesn't like his chat. What? Did you just say I don't like my chat?
That's kind of going back to what you were talking about before with the 51st state. Anything like that is one reason why I didn't want the Oilers to win the Stanley Cup was because, now this might sound weird, but I genuinely believe this because I feel like I've seen it. When Canada beats the U.S. in anything, they just automatically think that they're a better country and are just better in every way. So Canadians won't even think to check themselves. So that might sound weird, but I genuinely believe it.
It's just pride, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like if they did win, they'd be like, oh, we don't have to change it all because we're better at hockey, so we're just better. Like, I genuinely feel like
the shadows have enlightened me.
And then, you know, those same people, they see a B2 over their head, and then that's it.
They probably wouldn't even know what the fuck's happening if they saw that.
Do not fear a shrouded path.
I'm amazed that there's only like 40 million people in this country that's like, I don't know, like the second biggest in the world, and it's this expensive.
Well, it's probably because everyone's funneled into the same areas, so it's basically like we have 800 million people here.
It's like, but it's embarrassing. It's like our politicians compared to other politicians in other countries, they have one of the it's like a fucking layup. Like, how can we have so much resources, we have so much land, but you mismanage it in such a way that you literally fuck everybody. It's like, how fucking stupid are these fucking people?
But considering we vote people in like Carney, who's a WEF guy, I don't know if it's really stupid or like could be masochism. You never know. Which I 100% believe that was the case.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Master.
I love how this guy was talking shit and he's fucking feeding. Like, these people are fucking retarded, dude.
Enemy double kill. Ally has been slain.
Kept our weapons wasted. Brave the shadows, find the truth. The truth lies in darkness.
I'm aching for a war.
If I have done, not to be undone.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to think certain people, they should get at least one free kill in life. Just one.
Do not fear the shrouded path. No technique is forbidden.
An enemy is unstoppable.
Fucking serious, dude? Got all those kills, man. Did basically all the damage.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Balance is weakness.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Fool's master.
Definitely could have killed me.
Secrets kept are weapons wasted. Only the word survive. Brave the shadows, find the truth. The truth lies in darkness. What I have done cannot be undone. The shadows have left me.
What's a 304?
A hoe, because if you put it upside down, it looks like hoe on a calculator.
Balance is weakness. Secrets kept, our weapons wasted. The truth lies.
I got 2 kills.
The shadows have awakened me. Do not fear the shrouded path. No technique is forbidden. Without a sound. Balance is weakness.
What do you do if you felt yourself having a heart attack?
Just call an ambulance, man.
Man, dog. You wanna live?
Yeah, with my luck, they didn't actually fucking go all the way through. Because usually the first ones are the worst ones,
I have no idea.
How is he not fucking dead, dude?
Dominating. Your team has destroyed a turret.
You know that like old cowboy guy on YouTube?
Yeah, the guy that sits down.
Yeah.
He's always sitting down.
He said, yeah, he said one time like he was having a heart attack and he slept through it. He's just like, yeah, just let it go.
Man, that's pretty smart. If he's gonna die, he's gonna die in sleep.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Yeah, no, I think he like wanted to die, so he's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna get help with this. I'm just gonna sleep the whole night, and if it kills me, it kills me.
What I have done cannot be undone.
Shut down.
Jesus.
Fucking spell.
Bop, bop, bop.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Ace.
Oh.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed.
What do you usually like doing for your triceps?
Do not fear the shrouded path.
Depends, like what I have to, like what I'm able to do. Like I'll do skull crushers or pull downs.
Well, like when you're at the gym or whatever, right?
Yeah, but at home, kind of just like close grip push-ups. I started doing, I just lay down on the ground and do, like single arm skull crushers kind of thing.
I see. I see.
An enemy has been slain.
Dude, these people are such pussies, bro. Holy fuck.
These people are such goose.
Did you just say I don't like my chat? Well, now, because of your disrespectful comment, I'm going to have to drop some gifted members.
I love how this guy says I'm protecting my KD when 1, I'm an assassin, so I need to stay alive to be useful. 2, he has 2 more deaths than me, so it's like, are you protecting your KD as well? I don't really understand. Just because I'm not dying and not feeding the other team means I'm protecting my KD. Like, that doesn't make... Dude, these people are actually fucking retarded.
Memberships.
If I fucking died 7 times, I'd probably talk shit too.
I have to prove you wrong. That's how it
People
works.
genuinely deserve to be punched in the mouth
Okay,
many,
I have to
many
prove you wrong.
times.
So there we go. Bam! But forget... Get my gifted memberships because checking it out dropped 20 gifted memberships. Z Herb dropped 5 gifted memberships. Thank you for the support, the gifted memberships, and the super chats.
Well, I got a
We
free skin that I think is
Personal
worth
safety as a resident there is at
$13.50
risk if this
roughly.
guy's policies go into effect.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
dude?
one thing
Fuck,
I
you're making
found
bank
talking to
now,
people that
dude.
have moved to Florida. They
Hey
have
man, a
no
$13.50
tolerance
skin used to be
for the kind of
expensive back in
defund
the
the
day,
police
dude.
nonsense. And once these leftists do that, they get out of Dodge because they want to protect themselves and their
Yes, I'm
families.
sure it
Well,
was.
and the guy's talking about the grocery stores will be run by the city.
Imagine how well that's going to work out.
Before, most skins were $9.75, like the top end, but now the mid range is $13.50.
Sure
Just
it was.
imagine the DMV for butter and bread. That's going to be crazy.
We know his ideas will not work. They have been tried in some areas and some things he's done. But even places like San Francisco have course corrected a little bit. Why would you want to put somebody in office where you know it's going to lead to disaster?
Well, Zohan is calling out President Trump, and I've got a few of those clips that we're going to show pretty soon. And he's, of course, playing the identity politics game because that's all he is identity politics driven. So we're going to cover that.
And I've heard that I saw on social media that one of those celebrity real estate agents said as soon as he won the primary, his phone was ringing off the hook. I don't want to buy that apartment in New York. Find me something in Florida.
Yeah, you know, and it's sad. I mean, we're proud of what we've done. You know, our budget in Florida, even though we have millions of more people than New York State, our budget's half the size of New York. No income tax. We're working on eliminating property tax for our residents. We're doing all this good stuff, low crime rate, and we're proud of that. But part of the reason we've been successful is because of bad decisions in New York, Illinois, California. People ask me, well, how do you guys do it? I was like, well, I have a little cheat code. All I do is watch California, Illinois, New York, then do the opposite. And when I do that, it works out.
Well, and it's one of the reasons why I am now based in Florida.
There you go.
I am a Florida resident.
We're glad to have you.
My God.
All right, great job by Ron DeSantis. I mean, it's just absolutely awesome. So Alligator Alcatraz, reportedly going to be ready to go this Tuesday. That means they have went into overdrive getting this facility set up, which is absolutely awesome. And President Trump reportedly will be in attendance for the grand opening of Alligator Alcatraz. Amazing. Alligator Alcatraz, surrounded by gators and pythons, where illegal immigrants will be housed. Holy crap. Insane. Can you believe it? Florida is the greatest state, and it's not even close. Z-Herb says Alligator Alcatraz is the most Florida thing. I love it. I know. It's so good. So great. Veronid with that $20 and says nothing. Thank you. Mola Ram says, Jeremy, how would you rebrand after your viewership overtakes mainstream news? D-Day NN, CCNN for CobraCast News Network. Maybe bring in Jay, Ryan Beardo for all-day programming and call it G&GNN. You know, we've actually, not to that extent, but we have had some discussions about what the plan is moving forward.
Death is like the wind.
And how we want to make all-day content available, whether it's through the Geeks and Gamers channel, this channel, other channels we have.
Being you for a second.
Because the problem
No,
is
no,
my
what,
focus goes
dog?
heavily
Like
in
what?
one direction.
Yeah, nice.
It's like I'm losing
If
focus.
you're gonna
in
beat
another
me, fully
direction. So,
commit.
like,
Come
the
on
main
now.
Geeks and Gamers channel with over 400,000 subscribers.
I'm not the one.
I haven't made a video over there in a month and a half.
Fucking piece
Now,
of shit.
Ryan and Jay obviously been holding it down very well for our live streaming.
Gotta be
Tuesday's
retarded
main
enough
event.
to fucking say that.
But yeah, so I've got to, we've got to get the focus.
Dude.
It's crazy how much time I get focused in one direction.
Motherfucker,
and
dog.
then
I wanted to
slip
go
up
do
somewhere
some
else.
groceries at Walmart, dog. What the
This
Bro, you're
fuck?
closer than I am,
Starship
bro.
gave us the raid. Thank you for $20.
Huh?
You're closer than I am. What
Says
the
on my
fuck's your
live stream,
problem?
I was tearing Ironheart
Well, bro,
to
I don't got
shreds.
no fucking car,
And multiple
dog.
pajama
Yeah,
boys
you got
came into my
legs.
chat crying that I sounded like a Trumper.
You want me to
I
fucking
said
walk
yes,
there,
voted
dude?
for him 3
Fucking piece
times
of shit.
and will
Of course,
again
why?
in
What's wrong with that?
2028. Let's
Bro, I'm
freaking go!
Man,
Thank you again for
fucking piece of shit, dude.
for the raid and
I wanted to get
for
my
the,
fucking
super chat.
food,
And
dog,
yeah,
for
man,
the
I mean,
week.
when you have these soy boys coming in, again, it goes back to people say,
You
"Why does
fucking
Jeremy
cut
talk about
me,
Trump
dude.
so much?"
Hey man, if you
Because it
really
pisses
wanted your
you
food
off.
that bad, you would have
Not you, chat, obviously, but these weirdo losers
Yeah, dude, I
that
was not
cry
going out anywhere
about
today.
everything Donald Trump.
Fuck.
So
That-
all I do is I just go overboard with my support of Trump because it drives them crazy. Because all I want is for them to be offended over something.
So what, are you gonna do your
All I
exercises
want is for
tomorrow,
them
or are
to
you
be
just gonna
upset. These
stick to the
emotionally
schedule?
broken people. And
Why would I do them
it doesn't
tomorrow?
mean that I'm not a
Fucking
huge
piece of shit.
supporter of Trump.
Because you didn't
But
do them
when
today,
they sit
dog?
there
Yeah,
and
I
go,
did, you fucking
"Oh,
retard.
he just loves Trump so much. He posts these memes of
You
him.
did some
Yes,
pussy
because it
homework
upsets
out,
you.
though.
It's the same
worked out with your
mindset
clock.
as the JD Vance
Yeah,
meme
dude, it's the
Ain't
most
that upsets
base
so
one.
many
Real
people.
workout.
30 seconds until
There you
minions
go.
spawn.
Film
Clock
Kraken says
workout.
Team Vance. Let's go.
Fucking retard.
Lying Dog Face Pony Soldier says the Snake Pit always does the best bald content. Buster Nut Smash says, "Meet
Dude, I've been
America great
dipping my
again."
balls in like honey, dude. My
Krampus the
fucking
Potato says,
dick has
"Someone
grown like
call
3
for
inches,
me."
dude.
Now the JD Vance memes are taking over
Nice one.
my chat.
Can you
and
explain
I am
that?
here for it. I am 100%.
I'm
here
not the one
for
doing it, so I can't explain it. No.
Thank you,
I
Jackson,
know, but
for
can
the
you
gifted
explain
membership.
like why
Joey
that's
for the
happening?
gifted membership. Phil for the
No, I
gifted
can't.
membership. Diane with 5 gifted memberships.
Fucking crazy,
Ryan Dogface
man.
Pony Soldier with the gifted membership. Jins with the gifted membership.
I'm gonna
You
try it for
guys
porn.
are crazy today. Steven Strange over on Rumble says
Follow
JD
the
Vance
wind.
just trolled BLM
You know, I don't even think
over
I'd give
the
a shit
Rwanda
what my
Congo
parents think
peace
at this
treaty
point.
on Blue Sky. Quote, I'm sure the leaders and supporters of the Black Lives Matter movement will join me in celebrating President Trump today, who has done more to save Black lives than any leader in the country. That's what JD Vance
Oh my
posted.
god, just
Oh my goodness.
what a dumb hole.
That is amazing. JD Vance is awesome. He really is. He has proven to be the man. Trump made a great pick with JD Vance. I'm so happy. He is proven to be completely loyal to Trump and MAGA. Knox says the Lollipop is my favorite movie.
It's funny because
Actually,
I
this
wanted
Fat
to have the
Vance
skin,
looks like
but I didn't want to
White
buy it,
Epic
and I
Mike.
got it for free.
Blind
It's
Dolphin
real
Tony
good.
Cook says, these are the good old days. We're gonna look back on it. And
You wanted the fucking skin, huh?
It has been a wild ride, to say the least. There's never going to be another politician like Trump. It's never going to happen. In fact, Trump did do an interview with Fox News that I think we're going to check out here in just a minute.
Don't start what I.
Tell you what.
Yeah, it was.
If you ever say something so fucking retarded again, I'm gonna curse you.
Here's the Zohan right here. The Zohan says that we don't need, I don't think we should have billionaires.
Do you think that billionaires have a right to exist?
I don't think that we should have billionaires.
Yo, dog, what? Are you,
In a moment of such inequality, and ultimately,
Not that deep.
we need more is equality across our city and across
Dude,
our
that's why
state
you
and
can't
across our
fucking
country,
sleep, man.
to work with everyone, including billionaires, to make a city that is fairer for all of them.
Yeah, this is the guy that NYC wants to elect.
Has been slain.
So here we go.
Man, I'd rather fucking just blow a valve during my sleep than having to fucking do that shit.
So gross.
Man, I would rather fucking deal with that, man. I think it would happen once or twice, and then the body would be like, oh, okay, we must recycle this.
So he's going to play the victim on identity politics when he himself is the one that plays identity politics. You have built your entire campaign off of identity politics. You have built your entire campaign
Get one of those things
off
that
of
those cucks wear.
pro-LGBT propaganda and diversity propaganda. But Trump is the one. This guy's a fucking piece of shit, dude.
Get those things that like fucking cucks wear.
Which is what?
Like the fucking prison, like the fucking cage for the dick or whatever. Like when you get a boner, it fucking hurts and it doesn't go. It's like a piece of fucking metal. It's like a metal cup basically. And it's just like on with like a key and latch, lock pad. I bet you that would work.
I've never seen that. What the fuck?
Oh, you never heard of that, huh? Hold on, let me.
His beliefs only purpose to fall.
But I don't.
God,
I
this
don't know if that
guy.
would really work.
I don't know what's going to happen in New York. And
I think that's what it's meant to do, though. It's kind of like a. I don't know if it's the exact same, but it's like kind of like a chastity belt. Prevent a woman from having sex. It's basically the male version of that.
In the world gets overrun by a Muslim communist like this. So, you know, we'll just have to see
Oh, you
how this
bust?
plays out.
You bust flaccid?
I'm in my
You know,
sleep.
I
I'm
New York City's always been drag.
Well, no. Or
I
you
mean,
sleep, you get
it's
erections.
not my
That's how it
I don't
works.
know
It's
if you
never
have
like
to
I would never live. I would
if you're in
never
your
live
sleep,
in New
though.
York.
I'm
Ever.
pretty sure.
I've
man.
enjoyed visiting New York a few times, but I would never live there. Not, you know, and I know there's people there that are there because of family and stuff like that. So I'm not trying to, you know, take any shots at people that live there. I know people that live there. But again, this guy right here, the guy that claims identity politics, that Trump is only
Tell you
judging
what,
him
why don't
on
you
the way he looks and talks.
fucking
This is him
jump on your
at
car
the New York City Pride
and then
Parade
try to jump on your fence with your legs like split open.
This
Sounds like a really good idea.
And then I think that will solve everything, dude.
Yeah, it's top tier.
Yeah.
Trump is the one. Trump is
So
the
why
one
not do
that's
it, dude?
focused on identity. Trump is the guy.
It's a
Yep.
top tier
So
show.
there you go. This is him, I believe today, right? Isn't
all
that
the
NYC
problems.
Pride Parade going today? Yeah. So that is today. There you go. So, is that what you want, New York? Is this what you want?
Peace with yourself. You will be.
Because this is what you're heading towards right here. I mean, good luck if that's what you want. Go for it if that's what you want. But I will continue to call him the Zohan because he's the Zohan. I don't know how to say his damn name.
Easy part.
Let's see. There was another clip, I think. Oh my god. I don't know how much of this. So we've got, yeah, I've got to be careful. So we've got some of this Pride Parade stuff, but there's only so much I can show because that's him. Now the reason I can't show more. Oh my God, that's Letitia James behind him. Oh.
My
That
honor
is
left
rough.
a long time ago.
But the reason I can't show more is because these freaks are out there. They're doing some absolutely disgusting things in the streets of New York, which would fall under public indecency. Yeah, I guess it's okay because they're in a pride parade. These are some of the most deranged people you will see. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, Irish government complaining about memers. The reason that the guy got the boot. Last I checked, Ireland is part of the EU. EU banned UK arrest people for memes.
An enemy has been slain.
See, Black Radio says Zohan is an out of control, or is an out and out communist, and damn the creeps who would like to see him in power. He's dangerous, very dangerous, very, very. Kate Banfield says, I'll take private property ownership for $10, Alex. Fuck socialism. Thank you, Kate. Ministry of Wrong Think says it's called accelerationism. New York is that at a breaking point because of the Democratic policies already. Now they want to let the socialist. You might see New York go red in a
coming
few years
everywhere,
at this
dude.
rate. I have no idea, man. I don't really understand the demographics and everything within New York. So I can't speak to it. C199 says, good to see MSNBC fully embrace.
So your dog has to get fixed, but you're not gonna get fixed.
Channels, my other channels have fixed this at name crap. Why just why?
Why not, dog? That's hypocrisy.
I blame Cam Man's OnlyFans AI bikini pics. Well,
I
so
also make him
here's
eat
the
off
deal:
the
is
ground.
it's not that it's been fixed on other channels; it's that it never was.
Yeah,
fixed on
you both shit fucking in the fucking in a bag or whatever. Alright. So what?
Problem is not it's like the old way, but that's because my gaming channel hasn't been part of the process for this. So it's only certain channels that are probably bigger, and I don't consider this channel a big channel in the overall scheme of YouTube, but it's big compared to some of the other channels I have. So if you're seeing it not on other channels, it's just because they haven't had it implemented yet. Blast Radio says, no escape, or there you go.
No one is promised tomorrow.
Alligator. Cole Hauser says, when I come to Orlando in October, when they look at my phone, ICE will probably hire me. You know, Zartan and the Dreadnoks live behind Alligator Alcatraz. Let's go, Cole Hauser. Hell yeah. Wrangler for $4.20. Cole Hauser says, you know, Croc Masters movie. They could make such a good G.I. Joe movie if they would absolutely just get someone that, you know, that is like that knows the lore, but of course they're just gonna hire some idiot from Hollywood that doesn't know anything about it. Jeremy is gay for chat. Sailor Dream says, I don't like Jeremy either. Shorty Short says, swig of water for the Florida man. Is it harder? Says Jeremy is very respectful to us, which is gay. Head Buffalo becomes a new member. Thank you. Hot Fart OG says, can Jay and Krista go there for park hopping? I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Chunk Punk says, can we get a hookup for Jeremy to go live for the grand opening of Alligator Alcatraz while rocking the Crocs? Cobra Cat Snake 199 representation. Wouldn't that be cool? Madney says, I'm not a communist. I just want to eat the rich. Zenny Biscuit says he's a communist with a Gucci bag. Gotta have his kicks. Gotta have his swag.
Got nothing.
Harnder says he's a millionaire then like Bernie. Yeah, and I'm glad that people are finally seeing Bernie for the hypocrite that he is. those Joe Rogan clips were awful for Bernie Sanders. Now,
You know what I mean, dog.
Appearance on Joe Rogan. I would never want to put myself through that. But the clips of Bernie Sanders, I think, are some of the most detrimental things that I've seen. And like, a couple of them were like 7 or 8 minutes long. Those were bad for Bernie Sanders. Very bad. And I mean, eventually that's going to happen when you're a complete total phony and hypocrite. But yeah, I enjoyed breaking those down, and I'm glad that so many people are seeing Bernie for the coward that he is and the fraud that he is, because he absolutely is that. Okay, so we're getting more reports that President Trump is set to attend the opening of Alligator Alcatraz on Tuesday per NBC. Thousands of illegals are expected to be moved there in mere days. Hopefully he'll be announcing more of these facilities around the country. Damn, this is awesome. This is awesome, man. You just don't get any cooler than this. You really don't. Okay. So Trump was asked about Elon a little bit earlier in his podcast. We're gonna, I'm sorry, podcast, his interview with Fox News. This is what he had to say about Elon Musk.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Justice. That's a pretty word.
Get upset, and you know that wasn't appropriate.
Why did he get upset? He just wasn't getting what he wanted.
Look, the electric vehicles.
An ally has been slain.
I don't want to.
One step ahead of the past.
You have a choice. If you want a gasoline car, if you want a hybrid, if you want to. I love the electric. I love his car. I think he's fantastic. But not everybody should have that, and not everybody wants that. And Biden is so stupid. He said,
some things never do.
Okay? I think he said, which is in 5 years, everybody, people don't want that. And how do you do that when
Yo,
you
dog.
have electricity? You go to California, you don't want
Tell me 3 things you're grateful for today.
Now, when you say today,
There
what do
you
you
have
mean?
it,
Like
President
literally
Trump.
today, or
My
just
honor left
Talking about
a
Elon
long
Musk,
time.
and there's some Trump supporters out there that think that this whole thing between Elon and Trump was worked out. I'm sorry. They think it's part of some kind of like
Wait, I don't even know what
thing that
question I
Trump
asked
and
you.
Elon set up. I'm sorry. That's just, I don't believe that at all.
Swords
I don't
poor
believe that at
company
all.
for a long
I think that Elon got mad.
Do you remember
He
what
lashed
I
out.
asked you?
He ended up
I
looking
guess I'm
stupid.
grateful for paying
And
acceptance.
he, kind of halfway apologized.
Why is that, baby?
And we are where we are.
They're fucking amazing.
I think that's the end of the discussion right
Never
there.
could stay.
Muller Ram with 5, get the membership.
I guess they let you know you're still alive, right?
Matt Frost says, look up the difference between democratic socialism and social democracy. The Zohan, like
I guess that's one thing.
say they are democratic socialists. What they really mean is that they are social democrats. Social democrats are communists. Thank you, Matt Frost. $20 super chat. Appreciate it, brother. Okay, so good news out of the state of Florida. Okay, more good news out of the state of Florida.
Virtue
Now,
is no more than a luxury.
if you heard any loud screeching out of
Nothing
Central
else, dude.
Florida,
Damn.
if you've heard any loud screeching, that loud screeching is from the Disney adults at Walt Disney World.
Honor is in the heart.
Because
not the name.
Donald Trump is back at Walt Disney World's Hall of Presidents. And you know how upset the Disney adults are. So here we go, right here.
Ally has been slain.
Of a president, as we have from the
My fellow citizens,
One purpose.
no event could fill me with greater anxieties than that notification on the 14th day of April, 1789, that you had selected me to lead our nation. but it is with confidence of my
Dying's the
fellow
easy
citizens
part.
that I took an oath. 35 simple words that are repeated by every American president throughout history. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the
Dude, you know how I'm telling you, man, some of these people are freaking out right now that Trump has a speaking role in the Hall of Presidents. They are screeching right now.
Was entrusted to each president by us, we the people. Therein lies the genius of that new idea, now over 200 years old. A new idea our presidents have turned into a great American idea again and again.
An ally has been slain.
It is a cool show. I actually do like the Hall of Presidents. I think it's super cool. But I got bad news for the Trump haters out there. I have bad news for the Trump haters. And I apologize, Trump haters, but it's just getting worse for you. Because Donald John Trump is not just the president of the United States anymore, ladies and gentlemen. No, no, no. Donald John Trump is now the president of
Quit
the
feeding
world.
the other team, dog.
I'm 3-2. I have released some regrets on my team.
Yeah, stop feeding them. Stop fucking feeding.
I literally released some regrets on my team.
You
All
enjoy
things fucking nincompoop.
ruining. You enjoy ruining your teammates' day, huh?
Follow the wind.
Fucking D. What the actual fucking D?
The entire team is here. Man.
Yeah, you're feeding them.
Oh man, so there you go. Trump is now the president of the world. That was made back in like
Might as well just
2016.
fucking build your fucking Call of Duty
very
map
old
if you're gonna
video.
fucking lose to your team again,
it
man.
definitely upsets all the right people for sure. So yeah, man.
Your turret has been destroyed.
A lot of people are upset. A lot of people. Patriotic Gestalt says, I sometimes feel like I failed my family because I can't afford anything after a job for 10 years. Then I
follow this
remember
path until
what
the
the
end.
Dems allowed for 4 years. Hail Trump for what he's fighting for. Absolutely. Greatest president of all time, and it's not even close. And,
Like the thing is, I'm
I
against
often,
the
you know,
hardest
perspective
counter in the
isn't-
game
perspective
against
is
the
important.
person, like the character I'm playing, and I'm
I
not
bring
even
this up on
using
this
it.
channel a lot, but I do
really
think it's
that bad.
important to remember this, is that,
Is
man,
that what you're saying to yourself?
go back.
No.
What they did with everything with COVID and
Can you roll one person, dude?
election, and we watched it with our own very eyes. We watched that election happen. We watched it all play out. We all saw how when we all went to bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then we wake up the next day and suddenly Trump was in the lead when we went to bed, and then we wake up and all of a sudden Joe Biden has this massive spike. And everybody's like, what the hell's going on? And
Fucking
I couldn't believe it. And then, of course, starts banning Trump on social media, banning him on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Then the whole January 6th nonsense happened, and the media blew that out of proportion. Then Parler got taken down. And at that point in time, like, we really felt like, how can we recover from this? How can we actually recover from this? If they can take Trump down, what chance does any of us have? If they can take Donald
This
Trump
guy
down,
doesn't
a
even know what
billionaire,
his fucking
a
champion
president,
does,
the most
dude.
famous human being on the planet, if they can take Trump down, what chance does any of us have?
Don't fucking exist.
And thankfully, Trump did not give up, and that is the most important piece to this entire puzzle. If Donald Trump does not have the ability to stand firm and stand tall through all of this, then we truly are fucked. And I want to be clear. The idea of having to rely on one man is terrifying. I don't like being in that position at all. I don't like the idea that the future of the United States of America truly was on the shoulders of one human being. But unfortunately, that's the situation that we're in. And some guy in the chat is really, oh, the glazing is insane. OMG. Oh, you want to see some glazing of President Trump? He's a young, vibrant man, okay?
I just feel like a young man. I'm so young. I can't believe it. I'm the youngest person. I am a young, vibrant man. I look at Joe. I don't know about him. I don't know.
Oh, was that not enough? Was that not enough? Because we can do more. We can do more if you want to keep crying. We can do this all day.
You know, I'm starting to think
that is crazy.
That life
And you've
is
got the
rigged.
White House playing. You got the White House. This is on the White House YouTube channel right now. This is on the White House YouTube channel right now. One big lo-fi MAGA video to relax.
Yo, dog, you want some milk?
Greatest
I needed milk for
administration
fucking mashed
in
potatoes.
history.
I needed to use some
But
like tangy
first,
ass
I need to look into this, see what's going on here.
milk with the
What
fucking
a horrible
bottle
situation.
cap.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, it was milk in a carton, but instead of it being like the ones where you tear open and it's like the paper shit, like the weird kind of paper, it was. You have to fucking unscrew a cap. I'm like, bro, what is this?
Oh my
Made no
god,
sense.
dude. What brand was it?
No fucking clue. Never seen it before.
When you say tangy,
Like it tasted bad. Tasted like it was not rotten, but it was past it. Like it tasted like it was past its due date.
and you still used it.
Well, it was sealed and it was new, so it wasn't.
Oh. I mean, I guess that's just how they make their milk, I guess. I don't know.
That was weird.
Oh. Oh. My goodness. Oh my goodness.
I am the voice of the silence.
You know, it'd be
Okay, say that again.
Captain America movie, right?
Jared, how far away are you from your fucking...
Oh.
Bro, how
Can
far
you hear
away
me?
are you from your whatever your fucking...
Oh shit, hold on. My fucking thing disconnected.
Oh, it did disconnect. It was fucking far away.
Okay, yeah. So you heard my question, right?
No, your shit was fucking too far away.
So you watched the first Captain America movie, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it have been like fucking hilarious if like when they're training and he throws that fake grenade and you know how he dives on it?
Yeah.
What would happen if like it was a real grenade and then that's it? It just blows up.
Then I guess it was a really stupid test.
Ah, dude. Fucking died an incel cuck. Ah, dude. Or if they just sent him into battle without the serum? That'd be pretty fucking hilarious.
He'd probably die, like, before he even saw anyone. It would be like in Fury when the Germans are camping in the basement, and the guy just the guy gets shot and his eyes just go wide.
Oh, dude, I remember that. Yeah, that's funny. Or no, it'd be like that guy in Fury where he gets shot by the tank shell looking out of the other tank.
Yeah, his head explodes or whatever.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Yeah. Oh, man. What a way to go, dude.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
What the fuck are you doing?
What?
Minions have spawned.
Damn, dude, is she like a plant lady?
No, she's I don't know actually. She hovers though.
Nice.
She has wings.
I do not feel hatred.
Oh, those are wings?
Yeah. She doesn't have legs, I don't think. Well, she does, but they're saturated.
She's got clubbed feet. Bro, how the hell would they make this live action, dude?
Cannot go back to what it was.
First blood.
Oh, wouldn't they? Dude, fucking Game of
I
Thrones.
feel like at that point you might as well just make it all CGI then.
Dude, Game of Thrones is basically this. Just add some magic into it. Like, I don't.
Bro, they got like chipmunks as characters, right?
Maybe.
Sure. Make it a fully animated movie or whatever, or show.
Emotions, memories, these are what I crave. For every city that falls, we build 10. For each life we take, 1,000.
An ally has been slain.
Those like Elden Ring as like an 80s movie type of videos. AI videos.
We will consume you.
Are you asking if I've seen them?
Yeah. They look pretty cool.
has wings. She has like legs that dangle,
Our
so I don't know.
victory was decided the moment I was born.
I think her legs look small because they're atrophied. I can't remember if I said that
Idaho.
already.
I'm looking for
Yeah, you did.
in Idaho. What a random
What's her name?
situation to hear about.
Belveth.
Now, I grant you an audience.
All right,
Ball
multiple
breath.
firefighters shot in an apparent
Belveth.
ambush while responding to brush fire in Idaho.
Fucking
Local
retarded.
media report. What?
I literally thought you said ball breath.
How fucked up do you have to be to ambush brave firefighters? That's perfectly in the mind of the left right there, though.
Light on my feet.
Oh, I'm fucking dead, dude. I'm
Shots
dead.
fired with firefighters down at Canfield. Crews are evacuating and law enforcement en route. Avoid the area. Last update until press release. Several firefighters shot. Law enforcement officers reportedly shot. Appears to be an ambush. Suspected there are additional shooting victims on the hill. Assistance from Spokane en route. Life Flight Network sending all available helicopters to stay out of the area. Holy shit. Thank you for letting me know about this. Okay, let's see here.
The void wanted nothing. Now we simply want.
Searching right now. If you guys see anything, feel free to tag me on Twitter. If you guys see anything.
I'm not really sure if I like this trick at all.
Let's see. Chilling audio.
Seems pretty weak.
There is a massive police response after multiple first
Well,
responders
not even weak, but
reportedly
just-
shot during firefighting ambush. Hang on. Okay, so this is two and a half or almost 3 minutes of audio right here.
The void desires.
Central BC5, Central BC5. BC5
Little loud, but I'm not going to. I don't know how the audio is going to be.
What kind of
so
weapons
headphone
does she
users,
have?
Be aware.
She has
Law
dashes.
enforcement right
she
now, there's an
has-
active shooter zone.
2 cops shot. That's that. I
she
saw
has
some
one
more of the
that slams
reports
the
there. I see somebody in the
ground.
chat saying it. I don't know if that's
She has,
confirmed yet, but
touch
that's what I'm seeing. 9 firefighters and 2
stabs you
cops
really quick
shot
and then her ultimate
right now.
on
That's what we're hearing.
Law enforcement get up here, we could possibly get the two
Just
wounded
going up.
out.
It's an active shooter. So.
Behind Battalion 1's rig. It's clear to me that this fire was intentionally to draw us in. I'm not you want my cycle launch. 100% sure where they would land. I think they need to be prepared to launch.
I don't know what it is, but when I hear people screaming over like a walkie-talkie, for some reason it's funny to me.
That is absolute. This is crazy. So we are, if you're just tuning in, we have a serious situation in Idaho with a mass shooting of police officers and firefighters, and they are saying that this was potentially an ambush and that the situation is still ongoing right now. Apparently, the active situation is still going on. Multiple firefighters shot in an apparent ambush while responding to brush fire in Idaho. Local media reports suspect at large. The suspect is still at large. I'm listening to the scanner and it's still active. Thank you in the chat. I appreciate it. So this is horrific.
So you're the
And
jungler?
again, like people seem to think like, you know, that oh, it can't happen where I'm at. I mean, this is Idaho. It's happening in Idaho. Horrible.
An ally has been
And dog, they slayed the Drake.
On the situation right now. So that situation currently is still active.
So the more you kill of these things, the more level ups your team gets.
This is 7 minutes ago.
Oh, it doesn't even help your team.
Let's see here.
No, but
Multiple firefighters have been
myself on my
shot
team.
responding to a brush fire.
But dog, why do they always
See, so emergency management has told people to in the area to shelter in place and ask others to avoid the area. Law enforcement
I don't know, dog.
agencies from multiple jurisdictions are assisting with the situation. Video and photos show law enforcement officers rushing to the scene. A police car has been seen speeding down the road, bypassing a barrier erected to restrict access to the area. Video shows as law enforcement officials block it. Developing story and will be updated. So this is the area apparently where it's happening. Just awful stuff. I hope that they get this situation dealt with very quickly, but unfortunately, it's catastrophic. Okay, let's see here. Suspected ambush in Idaho. Unusual setting in a tourist state. Idaho is a major tourist destination. Fire was intentionally set to draw in firefighters. Firefighters are now pinned down. Fire crews are being shot at, and several have been shot, according to radio traffic. Rob says, D-Day Cobra, it looks like North Idaho News is the most up-to-date news source. Thank you. I will go back to them. Because I think I just had them pulled up. Yikes. North Idaho News. Okay.
Evolution is never gentle.
Is that them right there? Like, did they change their
All
profile
life
picture?
will be
No, it's weird.
The void will live.
Yeah, that's not them. Come on, Twitter, work with me.
Life has infected my kind with the desire to exist.
Yeah, so that's the account. Oh, that must be, they're probably on Facebook. So let me pull up Facebook. Hardly ever on Facebook, but if that'll help me keep up with this story a little bit quicker, I will absolutely do that. God, how do you even use this? North Idaho.
This world will not be forgotten. I will repeat it.
Yeah, Facebook is still a thing apparently. Dude, I feel like such a retard when I get on Facebook. I know nothing about this site anymore. So here's Facebook.
Rampage.
Where the heck? There it is. Okay.
Humanity is
Update: firefighters and officers shot while in ambush while responding to wildfire. So this is 10 minutes ago. This afternoon, multiple firefighters and law enforcement officers were shot in what appears to be a planned ambush. Shots were fired around 1:50 p.m. So what time is it in the West Coast right now? I'm in Central Time Zone, so they're what, about 2 hours behind me, I think, according to emergency radio traffic. That is awful. Who would do this?
Will fall soon.
I mean, I'm not going to make any assumptions, but I would believe they would be more than likely have pronouns in their bio. They probably attended a No Kings protest. They probably have blue hair. They probably voted Democrat. But I don't want to make any assumptions. But that would be my guess on the situation. Thank you, Babo Yogi, for the 20 to let me know about that. Crypto Crackhead with 5 gift memberships. Thank you. 8 o'clock says enjoy the lawsuit, dude. Let's see here. All right, there. Deathoo says Jeremy doesn't respect the chat. No AEW, no UFC. Honestly, I've been watching more AEW clips than I'm done with. Like, WWE is unwatchable. AEW is, it really is. So, Okay, so I'm keeping up with news. It's weird to be on Facebook right now. Very strange. I haven't been on Facebook in a long time. So. The thing is, and I will continue to complain about this, but Twitter is the worst for...
He's still going after the clone.
When you see something that you want to talk about, and then the news feed updates, and then it disappears, and you can't find it. A shelter-in-place order has been issued for the Canfield mountain area in Idaho. The gunman is still at large. Gunman still at large. Yikes.
Now you have my full attention.
All right, so I'm going to keep it on this for now because this is the most recent update we have 13 minutes ago.
Enemy killing spree.
And you guys can
An
read
enemy
that
has
if you're
been slain.
interested.
I claimed everything.
Audio, we've got video of police cars racing to the scene. Idaho Tribune says what we know so far. 9 firefighters and 2 cops shot. Conditions unknown. All life flight on call. So that's what we know right there. Always open Facebook post in the new tab by right-clicking on the date of the post and then opening a new tab. Okay, yeah, Facebook has changed so much from when I used to use it. So I am so, like, I know nothing about Facebook anymore. I feel like such an old person. Or I guess old people do use Facebook though, right? I used to use Facebook like 10, 15 years ago. I use Messenger and that's about it.
All that will remain is a sea of lavender.
Let's see. Horrible, horrible situation. All right.
I do not feel hatred.
Well, if that's not an accurate meme, I don't know what is. This isn't specific to the topic at hand, but I think it's specific to our country in general. Right there, Democrats stepping onto the red state as they are stepping away from the state that they just very, very accurate right there. Very accurate. Okay, let's go back to this. As we continue to follow this horrific situation.
Emotions, memories, these are what I crave.
Oh man, the stuff I see on my timeline. Look at this from Governor Tim Walz. Goodbye, my friend. This is Governor Tim Walz. Your appointee is the person that killed your friend.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Going back to the breaking news. By the way, I appreciate it. I know we probably have a lot of reviewers that changed the title because it's a breaking news. It's horrific. I just want to be clear that this is not agenda-free TV. I 100% do have an agenda, and I admit it, unlike agenda-free TV. I am a pro-Trump supporter, and you need to be clear. We need to be clear about that. I am a Trump supporter, so I'm not going to put agenda-free TV like I don't have an agenda. I have an agenda, and I'm willing to admit it. So just want to put that out there. This is definitely Trump agenda TV. That's what we are here, okay? So I don't foam at the mouth when Donald Trump's name comes up like agenda-free TV. Just want to, be clear about that.
Has been destroyed.
So, and you can type all caps in my chat if you want. Nobody cares. You just can't spam. That's all. All right. Timmy says, I live 5 miles or less from Canfield Mountain. It is surreal listening about this live from D-Day Cobra in Florida. It is freaking everybody out. This kind of stuff does not happen here. Holy crap. Well, first of all, thank you for the $10. Hopefully you and your family are safe. That's horrible. 5 miles away from this, so I can only imagine, because this is probably not a typical situation at all for your area. So thank you for the update, man, and prayers up to you, your family, and the whole community there. It's absolutely horrific, man. Damn. Stay safe, brother. Let's see. Breaking effing news on the first. Shout out to that Blockbuster video profile picture, by the way. You know, it's weird. Whenever, like,
Yeah, dude, that's some crazy spinning
Why
attack.
can't you continue to support Blockbuster Video? Why did
Damn, dude, you just died.
supporting Blockbuster Video to support
Of course
this
I
other
will,
place?
because
Like,
my fucking top lane zone 7, my bot lane's fucking 1 and 6.
I just saw you die,
Like, I
dude.
stand with
Come on
Blockbuster
now,
as
don't
well.
blame your
Then they
teammates.
stop supporting Blockbuster.
Take the L.
How can I?
Be a man.
How can I
Be
not
a
die
man.
when they're so
Be a
fed?
fucking man.
Yeah, be a man. Be.
This is a
See reality. That's what being a man
I
is.
don't want to refresh on camera because I don't know how Facebook works. So let me refresh this feed right now, and then we'll go back. Someone says this is a really good news source right here. Okay, so this is
You
the
know,
most recent, and this was 18
You sound
minutes
like a
ago.
hater, dog.
So that's where we
You
are.
would have probably said that shit to the
if you're
Wright
in the
brothers
chat,
when they're trying to
area,
fucking
feel
invent
free
an
to let us
airplane.
know what's going on.
You fucking
No,
piece
I
of
would
shit.
have been like, wow, that kind of looks like a
No, no.
You know, firsthand.
Nah. You would have been
feedback
like,
from
ah,
people
don't
in the area.
bother.
Longclaw with the gift of membership. Thank you, Longclaw. Zhang the Great says, Fluck sending in the cops. Assume the worst. Send in the Marines. Well, you know, we need to see. I mean, look, bottom line is they definitely need to have. This situation sounds terrifying, considering some reports were saying that the firefighters
Team's losing because you picked a shitty character.
saying they were trapped in the situation. Ministry of Wrong thinks is, did you see the official White House White House account post a montage of Trump with Usher's Daddy's Home song after he got back from NATO? I did see it. It was great. Sage pretends says, I
How's
just
it
want to
feel,
remind
dude?
everyone that is a TikTok. Let's see it. That is
This
a
just
TikTok
looks so
dance
chaotic.
he first did on Aiden Ross's podcast. Historians will study Trump. Trump is a historical legendary, no doubt about it. Ministry of Wrong thinks says sorry if that last super sounded drunk.
The champion
I'm
might
used
be
to
the
this.
worst thing
It's
I've ever
all
seen.
good, brother. It's all good. Chester Wolf says, I wonder
She's
what the Muslim
boring.
community thinks of him holding
Doesn't
that
really do
Transformers
much.
flag, considering
Doesn't have
they
good sound
literally
effects.
end people for that. Talking about
Doesn't have a nice
With the
voice.
clowns, there's no billionaires. Rothschild, JP Morgan, Soros, etc. Does he mean them as well? He's been selected by powerful and corrupt people. Oh yeah, that's how the left always operates. Cole Houser says Michigan went Trump because Muslims voted for sanity. Rob says the Zohan and Grimace are the final form of the Cloward Piven strategy to destroy the West in favor of communism. Eric K says big girth or link Jeremy. Christian Rocker says Beardo had a brownout on Mario Kart last night. Mayhem Bear says updated my name. Lock it in, yay! Infinity Players, did you watch the I don't even know what it is. The internet's favorite based blue retard has become one of my favorite views. Might make for a good FNC. Yes, I never watched this, whoever that person is, so. Polish Princess Jeremy, can we get some alligator Alcatraz t-shirts made? Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Your most
Bro, that's a good
embarrassing
idea.
moments, you know.
I will consider
I
that.
see all that you
I'm keeping an eye on things.
It's funny because I got a kill early. I got the second kill and then they just started
They
feeding.
have. All right, 9
Just like
minutes
there's
ago.
nothing I could do.
Oh, well, this is the same one. So they're updating.
It's not even possible.
Yeah, they're using the same source I am. So they just posted this, a screenshot of the post that I'm looking at. So I'm gonna keep it over there for this one now, and I'll keep an eye on this. So starting to get a lot of traction now. It looks like.
open and shut.
Cattle Dog says from Boise, that hits way too close to home. Stuff like this doesn't happen here. Stay safe and stay strapped. Snake hit. Absolutely. I can only imagine the areas you probably freaking out right now over something. But this is the thing, man. It's you never know, man. You never know. I am a paranoid individual just at nature, just because I'm always thinking I'm always like everywhere I go. I don't know why I'm like this. I have no idea. It has nothing to do with me having a following on social media. I was like this before. Obviously, I've gotten worse about it now that I got a following on social media. But it's like everywhere I go, I'm always like, where am I going? I don't want to distract from the situation. You know, I always try to be mindful of like, where are the exits right now? Where can I get my family to safety? Like, these are just the things that I do. You know, if I'm sitting in a restaurant, I make sure that I'm in a situation like I don't want to be in a in a corner where I can't get somewhere. That's just how I am.
Enemy double kill.
So I don't know why I'm like that. I've always been like that though, and I just think it pays off to be. I think that's just, it pays off to always be like that. Now I don't think I was like that before I had a family.
Your turret has
But
been
I guess
destroyed.
just when you have a family, then it turns into like, okay, you know, I have to make sure that everyone in this situation is, you know, protected. Yeah, I guess that's how it is. For 10, so first responders are ambushed less than 24 hours after the 3.3 million acres of the sale of public lands pulled from Big Beautiful Bill for social housing programs, including Idaho. Thank you, Kate. There's a lot, and there's a lot more I plan on getting to. I was going to talk about some of the Big Beautiful Bill stuff. It's just been a crazy Tuesday so far. Stone Farmers, 3005 for a gifted membership. Thank you. One time says, please tell me you're using that for the new intro. Maybe. Crypto Crackhead, thank you for becoming a member. Beastie Man, super sticker, 99 cents. Miki's Fun Time says, Clown Hassan tells you that. Haas Von Butterdutch says, just to finish your name. Kyle says, Hassan is a fool fig getting sued by Ethan. Yeah, Ethan Klein, man. I don't think Hassan's getting sued by him. I haven't been keeping up that drama that much, but other people that are connected to him are. Kaleos says, Hassan Richard and not a bot support F4547 199. Hunter says, F Hassan, free America. Oh, we are free. Axel Jesse says, Hassan went to a German brothel that traffics kids. Well, I don't know anything about that. So, allegedly, I guess. I don't know. I know nothing. I don't keep up with Hassan enough to know anything. I don't pay attention to the clown, personally. Okay, so let's see if there's any updates. Idaho. Okay, here's some of the latest news. Multiple firefighters shot. Conditions, fatalities unknown. Shelter in place ordered. Massive police response. Feds on scene. Suspect not in custody right now. No suspect in custody, which is absolutely terrifying for anyone in that area. I mean, is Idaho a red state? D-Day Cobra, Dan Bongino dispatching agents to the scene. Yes, Eric Hayes, that's all you see. So Dan Bongino has addressed it, so that's good that Dan Bongino has become aware of the situation. Let me pull up Bongino's tweet. Let's see, Dan Bongino. Did he do it from his, Yep, here we go. FBI assets are heading to the scene to provide tactical and operational support. It's an active scene, so it's an active scene. Yikes. JLR investigators. All right, let's see what they have.
I spread deeper and deeper into the area.
Apparently there's going to be a news conference, so I will be looking out for that.
We envy the gift of existence. inhibitor has respawned.
Is this it? I don't know if this is it or not.
Your
Is it?
inhibitor has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Okay. We'll keep an eye on this. This is like this could be the news conference, but I'm gonna keep an eye. I'm gonna look and see.
Your torment.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Audio sucks, but I think they're talking into a microphone.
You have slain an enemy. Everything you wrote here has been destroyed.
I don't know if this is the feed. The title of it says it's the feed, but I mean, you know, Idaho press conference. Well, if they're anything like Cobra Cast, you know. It's right? Okay. All right, cool. So they're getting everything set up. So we'll just stay right here. This is going to be the first update directly. So I'm going to keep the... I only hear out of one headphone. I don't know if that's how it is for you guys, but I only hear out of one headphone.
You want to test? You want to test it?
All right, so yeah, Idaho officials say at least 9 firefighters and 2 cops shot.
Today is approximately 4:29. We're at a fire station.
Okay, we'll fix that. We'll fix that. Is the sound good?
If that's the area, that's freaking beautiful. If that's the area.
What makes you the ultimate arbiter of morality?
Live now
You
on
asked
Fox
me these
has
direct
it? Okay.
questions. Andrew, what would you do? I'd send in the United States fucking Navy and blow their...
Lisa and I are heartbroken. As this situation is still developing, please stay clear
What the
from
fuck
the
is a
area to
mystery
allow law enforcement
icon?
and firefighters to do their job.
Oh, I think it's
in the neighboring county there,
just
saying
like
on
my
Facebook
my
that
profile
authorities were
icon. I'm pretty
dealing
sure.
with an active shooter situation where
And
the
it's a,
shooter is
that
still at
it's
large.
mystery because it's randomized.
Let's continue to listen in here and see if we get more information.
Are there fatalities? What we have had confirmed up to the point where we're going to hear from him is that 9 firefighters and 2 police officers have been shot.
Okay.
We don't know the condition
We're
of
gonna go ahead
them.
and get started. It's approximately 4:35. Today's June the 29th. Everybody okay? Hear me okay? Okay, my name is Robert Norris. I am This information is very preliminary and is subject to change. We want to give you and the public as much information as quickly as possible. So at approximately 1:21 p.m. this afternoon, we received reports of a fire on the east side of Cadkill Mountain. Fire assets responded to the scene, and at approximately 2 p.m. this afternoon, it was reported that firefighters were receiving shots fired at them. We now have 2 deaths. We have an unknown amount of casualties. We still have civilians that are coming off of that mountain. We might have civilians that are stuck or in shock on that mountain.
right now. Sleepies becomes a new member. Thank you. Taker says, if America has never been great, therefore cannot be made great again, then Democrats admit they have never made America great for anyone. Don't start using logic for, don't start using logic for the Democrats. They don't like that. Johnny the Whiz Kid says, what's the site where you review and grade movies? Criticless. Here, I can pull that up right now. Hang on. Oh, I gotta sign in. Why do I have to sign in? Stupid Google signing me out of crap. Okay, here we go. So, where's my profile? Here we go, right here. Criticless, right here. You can go follow me over there. I have 29 reviews over here, so you will enjoy it. They have an Apple and an Android app, and a lot of the G&G crew is over there. So help me get to 1,000 followers over there. I want to be, I don't know if I'd be the first, but help me get to 1,000 followers over there. But that's it right there. Mods will probably drop links. Key Weston says the Trump versus Elon beef can only be settled one way. Battle of the Billionaires 2. Let's go. Battle of the Billionaires 2. I am all for it. John freaking Murdoch 450 says, happy birthday, Jeremy. I never thought you were my type, the type to claim a whole month for your birthday. Sounds so feminine. Hey, I will do whatever it takes to grift, okay? Because I have to live up to the reputation, all right? The reputation that Twitter has set for me. It's the reason that I just defend Trump no matter what, even though that doesn't actually happen, because people accuse me of that at all. All the time. They just say, like, Jeremy just blindly supports Trump. And I'm like, so then that just motivates me to just support Trump even more, because these people are fucking lunatics. So, yeah, I will be a grifter. If that's what Twitter wants to call me, then I will just own it 100%. Because, I don't know, that's just how I operate. Thank you, John freaking Murdoch. I appreciate it. D-Day Developer Cobra. That's one of my favorite new memes that we have created. Vault95 says, True Hero, going live, saved me, mini from Timmy. Thank you, Vault95. Jared the American says, happy 57th birthday to my mom. Now grift Jeremy. Hey, happy birthday to your mom. That is awesome. Okay, so we got a couple things to get to. First and foremost, if you did not see, last night we launched the official Cobra Cast merch on Teespring. That is the official Cobra Cast logo. We have hoodies and t-shirts over there. You scroll down and you'll see the t-shirts over here. That is, I love this logo. It's such a great logo. So Cobra Cast logo. There you have it. Keena says, now that looks cool. I really love it. I love this logo. It's pretty great. Let me see, open a new tab. So right there. There we go. So pretty cool. I love that logo. It's a badass logo. Mo Monty says, gotta definitely order that. Hell yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys go over there and check that out. If you're interested, that is in the pinned post. If you're interested, go check that out. But we got stuff to talk about. And Elon having a day right now, and he's not happy. He's not happy, and he's been going off all day long. Elon Musk swears vengeance in last-ditch effort to kill Trump's big, beautiful bill and demands a new political party. So, you know, here's the thing, man. I don't care that Elon disagrees with Trump. I think that you should be able to, you should just voice your displeasure with Trump directly. Instead, he's decided to take this public, and it comes off very much like an ex-girlfriend, like a sworn lover. Elon Musk is very much emotionally broken over this issue right now. And he's been tweeting about it all day long, and it just continues to make it worse and worse and worse. So like right here, He said, if this insane spending bill passes, the America Party will be formed the next day. Our country needs an alternative to the Democrat-Republican uniparty so that the people actually have a voice. Okay? So I, quote tweeted him. I said, in other words, help Democrats, because that's essentially what this does. It's just going to help the Democrats. You know what I mean? And then I said, Trump is more popular than ever. This is so stupid. You acting like a jealous ex-girlfriend only helps Democrats. And that's where I stand on it. Now, of course, anytime I do the very thing that people say I never do, they freak out. So I've seen people go in the comments and go, oh, Jeremy, you're turning on Elon now? It's like, you don't know what it means to disagree with someone. Elon Musk is a genius.
What the fuck is this retard doing, man?
Saved online. Elon Musk might have helped save America. It doesn't mean that I can't have a disagreement with the man. But leftists build this up in your mind where if you disagree with someone, you're the worst human ever and you've turned on them and you hate them now, all of that. I think Elon is acting very, very ridiculous right now in what he's doing and what he's saying. He's also intentionally, quote tweeting and retweeting people that are directly against Trump. And then you had a story today where Fox News comes out with this story where basically they were like, an ex-friend of Elon Musk claims that he is going to do everything in his power to destroy President Trump. Now, Elon did comment on this, but I want to play you the video from Fox News, or the clip from Fox News that they shared first. And it's really interesting because Elon's behavior, it definitely points in the direction that he seems like he wants to destroy Trump. That's what he's going for right here. Humiliated, a former friend of Elon Musk reveals why the fences may not be fully mended between the billionaire and real Donald Trump as the president pushes to pass his big, beautiful bill in Congress. And here it says, Musk's former friend warns billionaire will do everything to damage Trump.
An ally has been slain.
And it continues, knowing Elon the way I know him, I do think he's going to do everything to damage the president. The person named Philip Lowe. He has been humiliated. Elon has wooed enough of Trump supporters to be an actual threat politically. Now, Elon commented and said fake news. So he did address this, and he said this is fake news. Now, there's already a red flag when you say a former friend of Elon Musk. Former friend? That is a massive red flag. When a former friend is saying something about someone, that's already a massive red flag for me. So I don't necessarily believe this person, but I believe the actions of Elon, and Elon's actions definitely do show that that's exactly what he's trying to do. Look at what he said about Epstein. I know he deleted the tweet. I know that he gave a half-ass apology for it, but it did happen. And that's not something you can just sweep under the rug. He also said that Trump should be impeached and removed from office, and that J.D. Vance should take over. These are things that you can't just, ignore. These things happen, and they're not good. And you have all of this stuff going on right now with how Elon is strategically, warming up to people like Massey and Rand Paul and others. So it's not looking good. It does look like there's something going on. However, I don't believe a former friend. I believe the former friend is just trying to manipulate the situation and looking at it for what anyone with a couple of eyes and ears can see and hear. And then he's trying to pretend that he knows something more, but in reality, he probably knows nothing more at all. Now, the problem here with Elon is Elon Musk is a genius. He's the richest man in the world. He's a legendary figure. He's an iconic figure, and he will go down as an iconic figure. He's not anywhere close to Trump. He can't touch Trump. He can't do anything. What was it? Was it Michigan or Wisconsin? I think it was Wisconsin, where Elon basically was the front person in that, was it the judicial race? And Elon had no impact whatsoever. Couldn't even pull that one off. You know, ultimately, what I would, in terms of politics, just politics, okay, just politics. What I would compare Elon to, and some people will get this and some people won't. Elon Musk in politics with Donald Trump is like Bill Belichick with Tom Brady. But when Bill Belichick didn't have Tom Brady, Bill Belichick couldn't do shit. Well, Donald Trump would be Tom Brady in this equation.
Oh
and
my
Elon
god, he
Musk
just
would be
lets
Bill
him
Belichick
fucking kill
in
me when I'm
politics.
trying to help him,
And
dude.
without Trump, Elon is irrelevant to the political system. And Donald Trump is still
What a
Donald
fucking
Trump
joke,
or
dude.
Tom
I
Brady.
swear to God, these people
That is
should...
ultimately how this plays out.
Dude, I fucking hate them so much, dude.
So, you know, Trump, I just look at it, and Trump has not said anything overly disrespectful about Elon Musk publicly. He allowed him to come to the White House. He allowed him to be in the Oval Office. He allowed his fucking kid to jump around in the Oval Office. He allowed his kid to do all this stuff, and that's fine. It's because Trump likes Elon. But for Elon to disrespect Trump publicly, I think shows a level of disrespect that I can't take you seriously if you're being this disrespectful publicly to a person that embraced you and, you know, brought you into the fold and showed you all of this respect, and you're publicly disrespecting the President of the United States of America. I think that's bullshit. Somebody says, dude, the big beautiful bill is terrible. I'm glad you read the whole thing. I'm glad you did. I'm sure you probably thought that we were going to be in World War III. I'm sure you were probably crying all the way up until the election saying Trump is Hitler and all of that. You know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I've read the big beautiful bill, but I'm glad everybody on fucking Twitter has. Everybody on Twitter is read it. Everybody on Twitter is, they're pretty much an expert right now. I spent the last hour reading the big beautiful bill. Everybody's a fucking expert. Well, I'm glad you're an expert, but if you were such an expert, why the fuck are you watching a retard like me? That would be my first question. If you're so smart and you understand all the details and the nuance of the big beautiful bill, why the fuck are you watching someone as retarded as me? That would be my question. Clearly you're not that smart. I've read the big beautiful bill, Jeremy, and I know all of the answers because my favorite podcaster said that there was a line in it and this was happening. Well, congratulations. I haven't fucking read it. And you haven't either, motherfucker. But you heard someone say that it was bad. Bottom line, do you know what I do know about the big beautiful bill? That it's going to be able to get all of these illegal immigrants out of this country. And that is a big priority for me.
Dude, how are they fucking dying, dude?
So that's one of the very few things that I'm worried about in reference to this. So, anyway, what says, I legit despise locals. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Read page 199. And no tax on tips and Social Security and overtime, right? That's in the big beautiful bill. But Jeremy, the spending. Okay. Yeah. The spending is so bad. Okay. There you go. Great. And what do you want me to do about it? What am I supposed to do? Support Rand Paul? Okay. Where's it at? AOE2 Freak for 10 says, hail Jeremy and the chat. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Rate the leader for 20 says, happy birth year. You fit. Hey.
Has been slain.
Do super chats count as tips? I don't know. I don't know. But I have hoped that for a while. I have no idea. If it's bad, it's bad. Poor take, Jeremy. No, it's not. If you think it's bad, that's fine. What I'm saying is, I'm going to support President Trump and his agenda because I voted for him. So I'm not a feminine loser who thinks that every single thing needs to be perfect for me to continue to support someone. As I said, I criticized Trump for the Iran strikes. I didn't like it. Guess what? Trump was right. Because Trump usually is right. But again, you go on social media, you go on Twitter, and everyone is a fucking expert. Everyone is an expert. If everyone is an expert and everyone knows the answer, no one should be wrong. Because on one side, you have the pro-MAGA people saying, this bill is perfect, and there's not a single problem. I'm an expert. And then you have the other side saying, this bill is the worst thing ever, and I've read it all, and I'm an expert. So who's right and who's wrong? The person that's an expert that says that it's bad, or the person that's an expert that says it's good? Who's wrong? Who's right? You tell me. Everyone's a fucking expert. You know who I support? President Trump. Free on corpses, bless your heart, Jeremy. Which Coke is better, Mountain Dew or Mellow Yellow? I gotta say, man, Mellow Yellow was pretty damn good back in the day, but Mountain Dew is just Mountain Dew. You know what I mean? So, Mellow Yellow is really good. I really love Mellow Yellow back in the day. Now, going back to this, this Elon thing, I think that Elon Musk is losing a ton of credibility because I think if he never would have said the Epstein thing, I think if he never would have said to impeach Trump and remove him and have J.D. Vance take over, I think he has a lot more credibility on this specific topic. But because he said those things and he became emotionally compromised, I don't think many people are taking him very seriously right now in respect to this. And I think that it's all about credibility. It's all about, when you bring Epstein into it, at that point in time, I think most logical people looked at this and said, if you knew Trump was on the Epstein list, and you're implying, because this is exactly what Elon was doing, all right? He was implying something worse. There's some type of legal term for this. You're basically through implication or something like that. It's basically defamation through implication, I believe is what it's called. And he was implying something far worse than just Trump being on the list, which is something we've already known for years because of the business associations that they had. But he was implying something far worse in that tweet. So that opens up more questions towards Elon than it would Trump. At that point, you go, when did you know this? And why are you waiting till now to say it? And why did you let your kid hang around President Trump if you're implying that he's guilty of something worse? So the conversation really was less about Trump, and it moved more to Elon about well, if you had this information, why are you just now releasing it? And it completely backfired on him, and he's learning that. So, and it sucks. It does. It sucks because, again, I respect Elon Musk. I'm thankful for Elon Musk. And, but whatever's going on with him right now, I don't know. I also, it always was weird to me that these two men who have massive egos are not a bad thing, by the way. Most successful people, most successful men have egos. All right? Now, there's this little fucking fairy tale that the leftists tell you egos are bad. No. Egos are good. All right? Leaders have egos. Great men have egos. And that is why they are great. All right? I don't need this leftist fucking everybody gets a fucking trophy bullshit. Egos are a good thing. You know who had an ego? Michael Jordan. You know who had an ego? Kobe Bryant.
See, this is why I hate playing games, online games like this, because people just troll the entire time.
Walt Disney was brutal to his artists. He was a fucking savage. He never said good job to them. He always made them strive to be greater because he demanded greatness. Tom Cruise has an ego. Miss me with the ego is bad. So you have these two men who have giant egos. I'm surprised that they were able to work together at all. I'm thankful that they did. And now here we are. I mean, I've had some interactions with people, bigger YouTubers that, you know, like have tens of millions of subscribers. I've had some interactions with them. I've had interactions with celebrities. And these people live in a different galaxy, man. Like a different galaxy. Their concept of reality is just nowhere near mine. And they're nowhere near Elon Musk. Elon Musk is in a stratosphere all by himself. So I can't even imagine what it would be like to have a consistent day-to-day interaction with Elon Musk. The richest man in the world, one of the most brilliant human beings on the planet. He puts rockets into space. He's creating self-driving cars. He's creating robots. This dude is next level. I can't even imagine what it would be like to even try to have a normal conversation with this guy. So for him and Trump, you know, to coexist for the short time that they did, I'm very thankful for that. And I'm not looking to go like, oh man, we need Elon and Trump working together again. It's just not, it's not happening. It's over. And people need to accept that. The Trump, Elon, you know, fandom, friendom, whatever you want to call it. We got it when we needed it most. I think Elon was manipulative in the whole situation anyway. I don't think Elon actually cared about Trump or MAGA. I really don't. I think that Elon saw a great opportunity to capitalize because I've repeated this before. If you remember, Elon Musk he put his full support behind Trump the day Trump got shot. The day Trump stood there and held up a fist and said, fight, 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 that is the day that Elon Musk gave his full support to President Trump. Now, why did he do that? He did that because he realized Trump will win. He will win. There's no doubt. This man just got shot, and he stood up and said, fight, 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 with blood running down his face. You can't beat this guy. Well, Elon saw the opportunity. And that right there was the moment where he said, I'm going to fully back Trump. Because he's going to win anyway, so I might as well just jump on the bandwagon. And that's fine. And so it lasted. Trump got elected. Technically, Elon bought Twitter and allowed us to get to that point. Reality of the situation. If Elon doesn't buy Twitter, when Trump gets shot in Butler, I don't know if it has the same effect. Because I believe that Facebook and Twitter and Instagram would have censored that, and it would not have gotten the mass you know, viral nature that it did if Elon doesn't own Twitter. Do you remember there was a couple of headlines initially when Trump got shot? There was a couple of headlines from websites that says gunman dies in attack at Trump rally. That was the headline. I'm not even kidding. I'm not making that up. It says gunman dies in attack at Trump rally. And I'm like, holy crap, dude. These people are so corrupt. It's unbelievable. You remember that, Jessica? Yes, it was unbelievable. That's the level of corruption we were dealing with. Bradley says, Trump fell after loud noises. Yes, that would have been a headline. Trump falls after loud noises at rally. And they would have made it like Trump's ability, like cognitive ability or whatever. They would have been like, Donald Trump falls down after loud noises. It scared him. It scared him. It was. But yeah, so sadly, this is where we're at. So Elon is basically saying that he's going to create a new party, and all it's going to do is help Democrats. That's really all it's going to be. Now you're going to see a lot of influencers go silent because they want to stay connected to Elon. They want to stay in the good graces of Elon. And
look, what is this, bro? Like, is this a serious game, dude? Is this actually a serious fucking game? Like, Bro, do you see what my team is doing? They're just fucking sitting around with the enemy. Like, what the fuck is going on? Holy fuck.
Hey, wait, so why did the names go back? Did they just fix the name?
Are you there?
What? The names just went back.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Did Cobra Cash just fix this?
An ally has been slain.
Cobra Cash just fixed it. Holy
Your
crap, the
inhibitor
power
has been destroyed.
of the snake pit. They did it. I just now noticing it. Someone's on Twitter. So the names are back.
Your turret has
Look
been
at that.
destroyed.
It even automatically changed, let's see, on my super chat list. So the first one was at 8:20. Yeah, so Zinny Biscuit at 8:20. That's when this one came in, and her name is back. Look at that. I hope. Let's just hope that it stays. Let's hope it's not a glitch. Let's hope it's not an office space situation where they're like, well, you see, we fixed the glitch. Like, oh, so he won't be working here anymore. No. You don't understand. We fixed the glitch. So these problems tend to work themselves. So, this is what happened.
Look at what the fuck I'm witnessing right now, bro. Dude, I wish Riot could fucking see this, bro. This is fucking insane.
He was right about the trillions and bullshit that's in the thing. I mean, he probably is, but the problem is credibility matters. And if you are going to say that the President of the United States is on the Epstein list and imply that there's something more going on, then you need to have some receipts to back that up. And you also need to explain why you sat side by this man and let your own child hang out with him if you're implying that he is the worst thing you can be. So, regardless of if he's got fair points or not, he destroyed any points that he had. Thomas Jones has sent Elon some of Sydney Smith's backwater, so that should help his bitchiness. And Jared the American, I got that one earlier. Van says, we laid a good man to rest today. The world is a sadder place without Patrick Davis here with us. Love you, brother. See you on the other side. Well, I don't know who Patrick Davis is, but I am sorry for your loss. Rest in peace to Patrick. And thank you for the support. Eric K says a 2A protection was removed from the big build. Yeah, I saw there was some 2A stuff that were people were upset about. And again, I'm not saying you can't be upset about it. Jupiter Knight says unhappy with the 2A portions of the big beautiful bill removed. Phil McCracken says, has Elon ever said that he would do besides has Elon ever said what he would do besides the big beautiful bill? Well, no, that's a typical thing of like it's a libertarian mindset where they often can address the problems, but they can't address the solutions. And of course, Elon is now retweeting people like Thomas Massey and Ron Paul and all of that. So that's typically what happens. Many businesses, I watch Jeremy and Crowder. Those are my sources. I know there's good and bad in it, and I think the good outweighs the bad. How much are you, like, I saw Crazy just tweeted something out earlier. Maybe. Yeah. So Razorfist says, the more I read the big beautiful bill, the less it bothers me. While there is indeed pork, the most offensive examples, the land grab, are now